In this module, we'll take a look at the fourth step in the decision process, Customize. We'll learn about the purpose and the features of the Customize page, and I'll show you how it's used. In the decision process, the purpose of the Customize step is to tailor the event you selected to fit the event conditions of the scenario that you're working. The event you selected on the Analyze page is the starting point you'll be working from. During the Customize step, there are two things you'll do. First, you'll compare the characteristics of the event you selected to the event conditions of the scenario as they appear in the incident report and any incident updates that may have appeared. Second, you'll modify the conditions of the event to match those scenario event conditions. Let's take a closer look at the Customize page. As you can see, the Customize page is very similar to what we saw on the Analyze page, and it's divided into essentially the same two areas. The main panel, which takes up the lion's share of the page, and the dashboard, which we've discussed in past modules. This consistency is no accident and is intended to make the system easy to navigate and use once you've learned the basics of its operations. The main panel presents the key characteristics of the event you selected on the Analyze page. The column beside it is the work area where you can tailor most of the event characteristics to better match the scenario you're working on. You can use drop-down lists to change the event type, the weather conditions, the terrain type, and the container type. To change the wind speed and the number of containers involved in the event, you simply type a different number in the text box. To change the substance, click the substance name. It's a link that will take you to the substance selection window. Once in the substance selection window, you scroll until you find the substance you want to select. Alternatively, you can type in the initial characters of the substance name in the filter box up near the top. I'm going to put in bromine. When you find the substance you want, click it once to select it. The other characteristics shown can't be changed, at least not directly. The physical state of a substance is determined by the substance itself. As you change the substance, the physical state shown will change accordingly. And the consequences shown in the sizes of the isolation zone and the protective action zone are calculated based on a number of factors, including the substance, the amount involved in the event, and dispersion factors related to weather conditions. As you change things on the main panel, the system automatically reloads and changes the resulting consequences associated with the isolation zone and protective action zone and their respective maps. Let me demonstrate by changing the number of containers in this example to a lower number. As you can see, the system revises the isolation zone and protective action zone distances, and it redraws the maps to reflect the changed distances. The dashboard on the Customize page is very similar to what appears on earlier pages, so we won't cover that again. A reminder when you're working a training scenario, you need to check for changing event conditions and account for them in the decisions you ultimately develop. For that reason, it's always appropriate to check for new incident updates. Once you've tailored the event characteristics and are prepared to move on to the next step in the decision process, click Dramatize. That completes our review of the Customize page. As a quick recap, the purpose of the Customize step is to tailor the event to fit the event conditions of the scenario you're working. The starting point is the event you selected on the Analyze page. You change the event characteristics based on what you know about the scenario through the incident report and the incident updates. In the next module, we'll learn about the Dramatize page.